There's a new trend going on right now that's blowing up faster than the Harlem Shake. It's called getting blocked by Logan Paul on Twitter because you mentioned Cryptozoo.
Logan Paul is now in huge trouble.
Hashtag savage.
If you're unfamiliar why Logan Paul is an absolute scumbag,
Hashtag savage.
he scammed his fans out of millions through a game called Cryptozoo.
Now, from the title of this video, you're probably wondering what controversy did Logan Paul get himself into this week? Because every week, there's pretty much always a new drama surrounding him. But this one is huge because it regards to documents that have been leaked.
6 months ago, I investigated Cryptozoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a team of criminals, and a dude named Jeff, which ultimately resulted in millions of dollars being stolen from fans.
Does anyone know what happened to the Logan Paul Cryptozoo scam? Like, did those people get paid back? Did anybody get, like, the game to work right? Has anyone been refunded?
Nope.
All right, so where did this lawsuit start, guys? This lawsuit started when Don Holland reached out to YouTube Tom, filed a lawsuit for his $3,000 investment. This netted Logan Paul's assistant, Danielle, she got served. And then next thing you know, everyone come out the woodwork. You know, we get this unsworn declaration from Logan Paul, right? And what does he say? Hey, man, I never lived in Texas. I never traveled there. I didn't mean to sell nothing to Texas. I live in Puerto Rico. All this stuff. I never paid anyone. I never hired anyone. And then, you know, YouTube Tom and, you know, he fired back, was like, well, who in the hell hired Nick and Andrew, who just happen to live in Texas? And look, if you fail to respond, judgment by default will be entered against you, you know, for relief. If you notice about this, right? Jake Greenbaum, right? The crypto king, you know, he's the one that everyone's saying, oh, he took all the money. Everyone's like, where the hell is he at? He chilling. He's living his best life. He's eating all this spinach. Look at them goddamn forearms. Looking like Popeye the Sailor Man's son out here. And look, he like, hey, I'm at the Komodo National Park. Come get me. Come get my ass. And they like, are y'all gonna come get him? What are y'all gonna send the FBI? FBI, open! No, he just chilling. Does he look concerned? Not at all. But now, lo and behold, this document was filed on the 28th. And you're like, well, what is this? Henry, what do you mean it's a new document? Let's get into it. Agreed motion to stay case activities pending mediation. Oh, this mediation, when you go into mediation, you're going for a settlement. They want the court to stay the case for approximately 90 days so that the parties can engage in a formal mediation with the aim of resolving the claims against, you know, everybody at fault, right? Well, not everybody, just the people listed. Logan Paul, Levine, Bentov, and Strobel. And I'm like, well, what about Crypto King? What about Eddie Ibanez? Now, here's the thing. I have no idea if they're going to hop in on this settlement. So now, in light of the pending motion to dismiss for lack of personal jurisdiction, because remember, they're trying to argue personal jurisdiction, filed by, you know, everybody, pretty much. The defendants specially appear for a limited purpose of seeking a stay of proceedings to pursue mediation. Okay, stay means pause the case, and when you pause the case, you're pausing it as is. And let's get to like the meat and things. This is always going to be subject to the court's approval, but guess what? The judge is going to approve this guy. No judge is going to say, hey, you guys want to settle? No, it needs to go to trial. Now, here's the red tape or the fine print. This is what you want to pay attention to. Logan Paul and company do not intend this agreement to stay the case to constitute a waiver of their objections to personal jurisdiction, which these defendants have raised in their motion to dismiss. In other words, guys, if they cannot reach a settlement in mediation, they will continue to pursue their personal jurisdiction motion to dismiss, which makes me question, right? If you really think they had no case and they didn't have personal jurisdiction, why would you even entertain a settlement? It's kind of the right thing to do, but we're going to talk about the settlement as we keep going further down into it. Guess what? The plaintiff will not assert that these defendants' participation in informal discovery mediation and requesting that the state continue a waiver of the arguments raised in the defendants' pending jurisdictional motions, and plaintiff does not waive the arguments raised in opposition to these motions. So look, basically everyone is saying, hey, we can pause the game, quick timeout. You know, if we can't work it out, then we gonna come full force back to picking up the case right where we left off, right with your motion to dismiss on personal jurisdiction, right with our motion to keep the case going because you hired 2 people in Texas. So that's where we are with that. Let's keep going. All right. In the event the parties can resolve this case through mediation, the court need not address those pending jurisdictional motions. The remaining defendants have not appeared in the case. So look, they gonna be on their own. Crypto King and Eddie Ibanez, you're on your own, because they can settle with Logan Paul and them and still go after Eddie Ibanez and Crypto King whenever they see fit. The parties will notify the court after the mediation to advise the court whether the case has settled. Here is the thing, right? This is going to get signed. It's not signed yet, but it's, you know, as right as rain, it's going to get signed. Here's the questions I have. You know, everyone who lost money, I'm not giving y'all advice or anything, but maybe you should reach out to YouTube Tom, get a free consultation, see if you can hop in on this goddamn lawsuit. The answer is probably no, but you never know if Logan Paul is going to turn this into a class, you know, this will become a class action lawsuit, in which case anyone who donates, or, you know, you get the letter in the mail and say, hey, did you buy Cryptozoo? Did you get scammed by Logan Paul? All right, well, call this number because you may be entitled to a settlement. And right off the top, usually with these cases, if it goes that big, Tom is going to get 40%.
$1.3 million. Coffeezilla is not a criminal. I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego, flair, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing Coffeezilla is not going to help Cryptozoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
Mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function.
Car. Money. 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 Closet. Money. Race track. Baby. Money.
I am personally committing.
Yeah, let me just let y'all in on a secret. Ain't none of it. Based on the court documents, there is no indication that anything he just said is ever going to happen for you if you're looking to get your money back. All right? And if you don't know, there have been several people on his ass about it. Shout out to Kavos.